So I'm sure that many of you guys are FPS gamers since you watch my videos. And I'm sure everyone has heard the phrases such as, "Oh my god, you have aimbot aim," and so on and so forth. As we're used to thinking that all good aimers are good players. But as time and time again has shown, that is not always the case, as many players who are considered to have the greatest aim in their respective game has not been considered to be the greatest players in their game. Before I go further on to detail, if you guys are interested in seeing more content like this one, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like, as I have to research and script these kinds of videos extensively. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into the video. SKYE was picking his name throughout the CS scene, as he was known with his tagline,
"They talk about my one taps."
but as we can see, the unfortunate things that has happened to him during his time in CS, such as being not able to find a permanent team.
I think I would like to have a team before retiring. I would like to have a team and just not
That's most steps. That's
that's like the first step. Having team.
To placing poorly in every tournament.
Before long, SKYE went from a beloved French superstar to nothing more than a habitual stand-in. An unknown quantity that teams would only take a chance on in truly dire straits.
Now, I'm not trying to discredit SKYE. I love the guy. He has the most amazing and funny personality. But when talking about his career in CS and even Valorant, I still believe his greatest strength of aiming is still also one of his downfall. As we can see throughout this Ignition series, with Liquid, he has yet to win any tournaments. Another example that we can use is everyone's favorite Tyson Tenz and Go. This guy is undoubtedly mechanically gifted, from his average grid shot score always reaching over 100k on a constant basis.
I hit 130. That's my highest.
There has been so many tournaments where his team lost, but he was the MVP of those tournaments. I don't think Tyson's position in his aiming reliance is as bad as SKYE, but if this continues and he is forced to always carry his team, there would be little room for the other aspects of his skills to grow. But in the end, he's still young, and hence, he still has plenty of chances to grow to be a more rounded player. Now that I've given the first point of view on good aimers being subpar players compared to other players, let me show you examples of average aimers being amazing players in their respective games. Some would say having an average score of 70k on grid shot is average or slightly above average, but it does not matter for the major winning champion, Hiko.
Champions! What a performance, Sean.
His chat trolls him for always hitting 75k on grid shot, but of course we also saw what happened during the first strike tournament. Another example is Asuna, from his weird ass circular path with his crosshair to being called one of the best duelists in NA. He also proved that investing time not only in aiming but in other sectors such as movement, game sense, positioning, and map awareness pays off big time. Once again, I will say that I have no hate or dislike towards those who only wants to practice their aim. I get it. It's logical. You play FPS, therefore you train your aiming mechanics to become better at it. But in reality, quality and balance is what matters. If you're lacking in map knowledge and strats, it is better to spend more time in those areas than in constant aim trainers. But of course, if you only study maps and strats, it will also cost you in the long run, because of course, in the end, we're playing FPS games. Anyway, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, please do leave a like and consider subscribing to my channel, as I post a new video every 2 days. And my new map guides for Valorant should be up next week. Later, guys.
Kiss your head when you cry.